3 of them get it wrong, one of the students gets it right, they still have to go to round 10 and get another word spelled correctly. And so if they get that word wrong, then those
Send an email, but so right now it should, like, this is live, but I can't get the screen to show up.
Do our best to kind of keep track and make it work.
There should be we should be looking at ourselves right now.
And then we'll have, so the winner of this bee will go on and they will have a chance to participate.
Can you go ask Josh if he's hearing me right now?
Yeah.
Hey Josh, if you can hear me, email me real quick.
And then one of our prizes that I wasn't aware of till
if you don't mind.
Top 4th and 5th grade finisher gets a year-long subscription to Encyclopedia Britannica online. So our top finisher will get that, and then we'll see. We might need to do a quick little playoff to figure out the top 4th or 5th grade finisher that we'll do right after, as long as we have time. And then a couple of quick reminders for our spellers. Remember that there's no delete button, so be really careful. Any word that you or letter that you put out is out there. You can't take it away. Remember to face the judges, which we've got set up. I'll have to turn the microphone on, I think. And to say the word before and after, and that just helps us know that you really know the word, that you hear it correctly, and that we also lets us know that you've done. When you get a word wrong, which everybody except one of you will, you're going to move to the back row or the side chairs, and then we're going to kind of move up, and our group will get smaller and smaller. And then we also just decided that we'll see our applause for the end of each round. Okay. And then at the end, I do have participation certificates. Okay, so we'll make sure make sure this is on.
Is it because Joshua Moore's camera's off?
And then we did
No,
our numbers
I turned him off.
Some of us are excited about our
Sounds
numbers.
weird, I guess.
Especially since everybody can hear you.
So anyway, let's kick off. Let's get a round of applause and kick off our maybe we'll make it. Watch this. So
there's 9 people watching me right now.
Hi.
All right. So our first word is.
But why can't they see?
Hayden lost his temper after his puppy chewed his favorite pair of shoes. Temper.
Temper. T-E-M-P-E-R. Temper. That is correct. Hold your whistle after the whole first round. Okay.
Your word is.
That could do it actually.
Can I switch to the other webcam?
Yeah, that's the right one.
We're putting 2 coats of paint.
I'll hit save.
Paint. P-A-I-N-G. That is correct.
I mean, right? It should. Okay. Yeah, you went to settings, right?
The word is banana. Carrie's favorite breakfast is a bowl of cereal.
Should we disable HD and see if that does it?
I mean, at this point, start clicking.
Hi, Mrs. Albert's class. We're working on it.
That is correct.
Did you do the Wirecast? That's the right webcam, but
Allie's untidy, tangled hair.
let me try something else again.
Made her look as if she was just growing up.
U-N-T-I-D-E-Y. Untidy. That is not correct. I'm sorry.
Darkest. Miriam always requested the darkest hotel room when she traveled so she could get her beauty rest.
Darkest. D-A-R-K-E-S-T. Darkest. That is correct.
Chatter. Lola got tired of Andrea's nervous chatter.
Chatter. C-H-A-T-T-E-R. Chatter. That is correct.
The word is sturdy. The sales salesman told Eli's family that all of the bargain boats were sturdy and worthy of the sea. Sturdy.
So it's working. I just can't get the video to work. Yeah,
Why? 30?
it's not recognizing this camera.
It was.
There's no on to it. It just works. There it goes. It's seeing the driver.
Riddle. Daniel's favorite riddle was so hard to solve that he often forgot the answer himself. Riddle.
Riddle. R-I-D-D.
Can we try and use my phone? Can we try and stream it from my phone?
Correct.
Um,
Dollars. Tessa was alarmed to find the hoodie she wanted cost $50. Dollars.
Dollars. D-O-L-L-A-R-S. Dollars.
there's TiVo.
That's
Feast. The king planned a feast to celebrate his upcoming marriage. Feast.
Feast. F-E-A-S. Correct.
So what's weird is it's seeing me there. That makes sense. Why don't I have video?
The word is subject. Ariel's favorite subject to study in school is mathematics. Subject.
Subject. S-U-B-J-E-C-T. Subject. That is correct.
That would probably be the easiest thing to
Listen
do.
to the sentence in this one because it has a homonym. So the word is might. If Wendy and Jane hurry, they might get home before it rains. Might.
Why did my computer just shut off?
Do you want me to do
M-I.
No, because then you need a Facebook account for it.
That is correct.
That computer just. Can you grab me one of those red laptops?
Miles, the word is flicker. Karen watched the campfire flicker for a few moments before dousing it with water. Flicker.
it? It is. It's making it cool because of this.
L-I.
Yeah, but it's SSD, so it shouldn't have.
E-R. Flicker.
I've never seen
That's
like
correct.
It's fine.
work on it in my.
Onion. Jacob loves putting onion and lettuce on his cheeseburgers. Onion.
Onion.
Last one.
O-N.
Yeah.
I-O-N. Onion. That's correct.
Do you want me to try and stream this one?
Strange. Sean was curious to identify
This thing's really
the
having
strange
problems.
new flowers
Just
that were
need to
growing
log on.
outside his house.
You want to
Strange.
Strange.
Yeah, that might actually be filtered.
What's the link?
Just click on YouTube.
Correct.
And, yeah, it's here. Can I get?
Please don't try to log that as me, sorry.
Your word is pounce. Marie sat at the edge of the couch, ready to pounce on her phone should it ring. Pounce.
Bounce. B-O-U-N-C-E. That is correct.
Supplies. It was Dina's job to gather supplies for the earthquake victims. Supplies.
Supplies. S-U-P-L-I-E-S. Supplies. That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Did you see if this shows up here?
No. So, but broadcast the large video that I see to my audience and hide the other video feeds.
Farewell. We
Yes.
have bid a farewell to
This
her
guest
father.
join hide the audio and video from my broadcast. Yeah. New guest.
Farewell.
Yeah. I mean, that's all set up right.
FAREWELL. That is correct.
Integrated webcam. All of this should work.
Sometimes it doesn't. It's cool. It works.
That's what I said. Can you go to PSD school staff?
The word is married.
All of this is set up perfectly.
A married couple volunteered to pick up the trash at their local park. Married.
Married. MARRIE.
Email.
That is correct.
Go to the apps down lower.
Envision. Chapter.
PSD apps. Yeah.
Pebbles. Lila enjoyed collecting pebbles from the creek by her house. Pebbles.
Pebbles. PEBELS. Pebbles.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Oh, sorry.
Can we look up?
Yeah.
Young. When children are young, they need to ride in a car seat for their safety. Young.
Young.
Signed out this.
WOUNG. Young. I'm sorry, that's
That's
incorrect.
you.
Yeah. I did.
P. Forrester.
Vacation. The President of the United States sometimes goes on vacation.
Let's think about this. So,
Vacation.
Vacation.
Let's mute you for a minute.
Yeah, I've done.
Oh, no, you talk to yourself.
it's like it's got the X through it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Puzzles.
could rip one into the microphone.
T
Just to mess with people.
I just turned the microphone back on.
E R. I'm sorry, that is incorrect.
Observe. Anyone who does not observe the rules will have to go to detention hall.
I just present to everyone.
O E E S E R V E. Observe. I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
I'm pretty bummed about this.
Anteater. The anteater has a tongue that is nearly twice the length of its head. Anteater.
Anteater. A N T E A T.
I don't like when those things happen.
Anteater.
Just trying to do it with
That is correct.
No, it's not a. I don't think it's that. Yeah, but thanks for helping me in. Like this all
Yeah,
should
then
work.
start filling it out. Elderly. Mia took piano lessons from her elderly neighbor every week.
Yeah, see, it's even like the Wirecast is working now.
E L D E R Y.
Is this Chromecast or something?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
No, it's a little different, but
Portable. Mason was excited to take his new portable grill on his family's camping trip. Portable.
Portable. P L R T A B L E. Portable. That is correct.
Sarah, your word is timidly. After hitting a baseball into her mom's car, Lisa crept timidly into the house to tell her parents. Timidly.
T I M I E L Y. Timidly. That is correct.
okay.
Massive. Joel lifted his massive backpack and nearly toppled over. Massive.
Massive. M-A-S-S-I-V-E. Massive. That is correct.
Trance. Gregory went into a trance after he learned he'd won the lottery. Trance.
France. T-R-A-N-C-E. France. That is correct.
What? Spelling bee.
Flexible. Jerry made a basket from thin, flexible strips of wood he had soaked in water. Flexible.
Flexible. F-L-E-X.
Wait. I need both for a second. I need the hole.
That is correct.
Teaspoon. Pablo used a teaspoon to add sugar to his coffee. Teaspoon.
Teaspoon. T-E-A-S-P-O-O. That is correct.
Can you just set it so that dot's looking at it?
Climbed. Bianca climbed the hill near her house so she could see the view. Climbed.
Climbed. C-L-I-M-B-E-D. Climbed. That is correct.
you got, no, go, you can go where you want. I think it'd be easier. It's okay. Knitting. Alexis was knitting and catching up on her favorite TV show, Knitting.
Knitting. Knitting. Knitting.
That is correct.
Deadline. Jimmy, deadline. Gemma worked hard to finish her class project before the deadline.
Deadline. DEADLINE. Deadline.
That is correct.
Passage. Graham can quote his favorite passage from A Tale of Two Cities from memory. Passage.
Passage. PASSAGE. Passage.
That is correct.
All right, let's get a big round of applause. Time for round 3. Hooves. Laura had shoes put on her horse Colonel to protect his hooves from where? Hooves.
HOOVES.
That is correct.
Indicate. Mrs. Marquette asked her toddler to indicate which toy he wanted. Indicate.
Indicate. INDICATE. Indicate.
That is correct.
Performance. Jennifer bought a ticket to a matinee performance of Giselle. Performance.
Performance. PERFORMANCE. Performance.
That is correct.
Biology. Mikoto is learning about the structure of cells in her biology class. Biology.
Biology. BIOLOGY. Biology.
That is correct.
Specific. Susanna is looking for a specific type of table for her entryway. Specific.
Specific. SPECIFIC.
That is correct.
Bemused. Nala had a bemused expression on her face as she watched her brother's Chihuahua try to wrestle her own pet Great Dane. Bemused.
Bemused. BEMUESED. Bemused.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Invisible. The shifting clouds made the stars invisible. Invisible.
Invisible. INVISIBLE. Invisible.
That is correct.
Vocabulary. Naima believes studying for spelling bees is a great way to expand her vocabulary. Vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Y.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Contestants. The contestants on the game show were each hoping to win $1 million. Contestants.
Contestants. C-O-N-T. E-S-T-A-N-T-S.
That is correct.
Failure. Aaliyah blamed her failure to win the election on her opponent's promise to have free ice cream in the cafeteria every Friday. Failure.
Failure. F-A-I-L-U-R-E. Failure.
That is correct.
Beckon. The giant donuts in the window of the bakery seemed to beckon to Dion as he walked by. Beckon.
Beckon. B-E-C-K-E-N.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Fortune. Sybil had the fortune to be randomly selected twice in the prize drawing. Fortune.
Fortune. F-O-R-T-U-N-E. Fortune.
That is correct.
Dimension. Height is one dimension of a cube. Dimension.
Dimension. D-I-M-E-N-S-I-O-N. Dimension.
That is correct.
Caterpillar. Shauna spotted a monarch caterpillar nibbling on a milkweed plant.
Caterpillar. C-A-T-E-R-P-I-L-L-A-R.
That is correct.
Tightrope. The circus performer balanced easily on the tightrope. Tightrope.
Tightrope. T-I-G-H-T-R-O-P-E. Tightrope.
Correct.
Applause. The cast of the play bowed to enthusiastic applause from the audience. Applause.
Applause. A P P L A U S E. Applause.
That is correct.
All right, let's give a big round for ourselves. Esteem. Elise earned the esteem of her boss because her strong work ethic, reliability, and attention to detail. Esteem.
Esteem. E-S-T-E-E-M.
That is correct.
Inlet. Reaching depths of 1,933 meters below sea level, one of the deepest fjords in the world is the Skelton Inlet in Antarctica, which is filled with ice from a glacier. Inlet.
Inlet. I-N-L-E-T.
That is correct.
Microscope. Vince looked through the eyepiece of the microscope to view a droplet of pond water.
Microscope. Microscope. Microscope.
That is correct.
Auction. Georgia bought a 19th century desk and an Art Deco vase at an auction. Auction.
Auction. AUCTION. Auction.
That is correct.
Thicket. May planted some lilies next to the thicket of trees at the back of her property. Thicket.
Thicket. THICKET.
That is correct.
Mildew. Cindy didn't see any mildew on the old book she found in her grandfather's basement, but it did have a musty smell to it. Mildew.
Mildew. MILDUE. Mildew.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Bushel. Susan bought a bushel of apples to use in her famous homemade apple butter. Bushel.
Bushel. BUSHLE. Bushel.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Sediment. As the creek dried up, a thick layer of sediment was gradually exposed. Sediment.
Sediment. SEDIMENT. Sediment.
That is correct.
Peculiar. When Shayla travels, she tries to learn the customs peculiar to each country. Peculiar.
Peculiar. PECULIAR.
That is correct.
Clodhopper. After a long day of being on his feet, Liam was dismayed to realize that he had a hole in his left clodhopper. Clodhopper.
Clodhopper. CLODHOPPER.
That is correct.
Quashed. The teacher quickly quashed the rebellion and worked to restore peace to the classroom. Quashed.
Quashed. QUASHED. Quashed.
That is correct.
Dandruff. Dandruff isn't usually serious, but many people choose to treat it with special shampoos that can minimize the condition. Dandruff.
Dandruff. DANDRUFF. Dandruff.
That is correct.
Cutlery. Bethany and David received a new set of cutlery as a wedding present. Cutlery.
Cutlery. CUTLETRY.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
All right, let's get a big round of applause. Five. Varsity. Michael is proud to represent his school's varsity team, even though he was only a sophomore. Varsity.
Varsity. VARSITY.
That is correct.
Enchantment. Because of its breathtaking scenery, New Mexico earned the nickname the Land of Enchantment.
Enchantment. ENCHANTMENT.
That is correct.
Mystic. The mystic was known far and wide for his wisdom. Mystic.
Mystic. MISTIK.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Ravine. Charla and Anton managed to cross the ravine using an old rope bridge. Ravine.
Ravine. R. EVINE. Ravine.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Perilous. Violet covered her eyes frequently during the movie, unable to watch her favorite actor face one perilous trap after another. Perilous.
Can you repeat the word one more time?
Sure. Perilous.
Okay, PARILIS, perilous.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Rendition. Aunt Bertha's rendition of I Will Survive was a little off-key, but very enthusiastic. Rendition.
Rendition. RENDITION.
That is correct.
Avian. Missy is a biologist focusing on avian species. Avian.
Avian. AVEON.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Engineering. Terry is studying engineering and has a special interest in the branch concerned with the production of tools and machinery. Engineering.
Engineering. ENGINEERING. Engineering.
That is correct.
Feckless. Chris was worried that his long periods of unemployment would make him look feckless when he applied for a job. Feckless.
Feckless. FECKLESS. Feckless.
That is correct.
Compatriots. Kendra gathered her compatriots to think of ways to boost sales at the school's snack bar. Compatriots.
Compatriots. COMPATRIOTS.
That is correct.
All right, let's get a round of applause. Word is Honolulu. It's a United States geographical name. So Naomi and Conrad spent their honeymoon in Honolulu.
Honolulu. HANLULU.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Nice job so far.
Neutron. The neutron together with the proton make up the nucleus of an atom. Neutron.
Neutron. NUTRON.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Okay.
Catastrophic. It took months to repair the damage left in the wake of the catastrophic earthquake. Catastrophic.
Catastrophic. CATASTROPHIC. Catastrophic.
That is correct.
Mahogany. Kate's bedroom furniture is made of solid mahogany. Mahogany.
Mahogany. MOHONAGEY.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Your word is avalanche. The movie's hero avoided getting caught in the avalanche by totally realistically grabbing onto the landing skids of a nearby helicopter. Avalanche.
Avalanche. AVALANCHE. Avalanche.
That is correct.
Perpetrator. After a long investigation, police finally identified the perpetrator of the robbery. Perpetrator.
Perpetrator. PERPATRATOR. Perpetrator.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
All right.
I'm just going to keep going.
All right. Evan, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Insulin. Marty gives himself an injection of insulin every morning to control his diabetes. Insulin.
Insulin. INCILIN. Insulin.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
Stay up. No. Okay. Mylar. This is a trademark. Sheldon kept all his collectible comic books inside of protective Mylar bags. Mylar.
Mylar. MYLAR. Mylar.
That is correct.
Okay, so Quinn, stay up there. You've got to do one more
Oh, yeah.
word. Okay. Your word is physicists. Inspired by the work of Chen-Xing Wu, Lin Hao, and other women physicists, Renee decided she wanted to be a scientist when she grew up. Physicists.
Physicists. PHYSICISTS. Physicists.
That is correct.
All right.
Congratulations, great job, all spellers. It took a lot of courage to get up there
and do that. So it's a tough thing, and so let's give them one more round of applause. And then Thea, you are, I believe, our top 4th grade finisher. So I'll let you guys go to the login for your Encyclopedia Britannica access. And then I think we brought in some treats for you guys to get a hold of. Before you go there, let me get you, I've got a certificate for participation for everybody. So great job. So Amelia, and once you have yours, you can head over. There's refreshments.
The last person
Awesome.
who
Thomas.
spelled it correctly, they would have brought the others back to do another. Yeah.
Right here you go. And I'll give you a separate one. Kara.
I was the last girl. I was one.
You did really great. You were very good. Just, you were very good.
Walker.
Well, you know, it's so interesting because they say that if you're trying to think of a word, you look up, and if you're thinking of numbers, you look down, because of course the answer is
How did you spell
what was your word?
Okay, let me get one letter off.
Just cups for water.
Hey, one letter off. That was a hard one. Yeah. I didn't know how to spell half those words either, so. Well, I don't think I can do it standing here with nothing. Like, yeah, I know. Yeah. Thanks for helping us. Yeah, that's great.
You're gonna throw out chocolates somewhere in your speech.
I'm sure.
It's like even freckles would have been hard.
And where did I come
No. We were talking about the word janitor because you don't pronounce it at all. And we don't use it. So it's like, yeah. And you don't see it. Right. You know? Yeah. See the janitor's closet. Right. It says like janitor's closet, but yeah, not anymore. Yeah.
I'll have to ask the Nancy teacher, but I think her practice word is the same as
It was. It was. That was pretty weird.
That's why she was there, because she said it's a lock, that you would get.
And not only did she get it, she got it, and I just saw it, and I knew it right away, but it was like, well, it's just how it like.
And she had this smile like, and she learned it like that.
Don't try this. But yeah, no, that one part I just felt like really.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
Because I didn't want to be so whatever. So that's why I just worried I didn't want to do that.
It made it very neatly.
Yeah, I know. It's nice too.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Thank you.
No, good. I was so glad.
They did a really good job.
Yes,
And it
they
was
did.
good.
You did good. Yeah. It was really good. Sarah did great. Hi. Hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good. Good.
I got 2 nervous. I didn't think I had to stay out.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
She did great. Yeah, she did really well.
Next time we can do it, really good one.
Yeah, because now they have an experience to build on.
I'll never saw the story that was very fascinating. Right, I just write your word.
Yeah, because they really know that we're just like an
It's just nerves.
It's nerves.
Yeah,
Which is part of that. Yeah. The overcoming your nerves.
I think it was better when Ward was doing that group.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What grade are you in? Fifth grade.
The show
Good job,
goes.
Ben. Good job, Ben. It's in this room.
Can I unplug that whole computer? I thought it was this. I have no idea.
What happens if I turn this off? It's one of the, oh, it's this. Oh, there, it stopped when I moved it. But that one's running for some reason. And who left there?